For a lot of years, did you feel like you were more appreciated by people outside your hometown than you were here?
Well, I never considered that anything, because most of the people that truly meant something to me here, even someone like you, the idea that we can be a secret, we don't have to compete with Barry Switzer and Toby Keith for everybody's attention here, was fine with me. I mean, we never tried to be a popular band. We were simply making music in our own subjective, unique way. And the people who liked it, fine. And the people who didn't understand it, well, it never bothered us. And so I think in a sense, it's wonderful when people in your own hometown come to to celebrate you. That's wonderful. But we've always had that. I mean, whenever we would play in Norman and Oklahoma City, even walking around the shopping malls in the early 90s, I would always run into musicians. He said, Wayne, I'm glad you guys do what you do and live here, because they want to do what they want to do and they want to live here, and they can see it as an example, a living, breathing person who's doing that thing and finding a way to be happy and to be satisfied with that life. I mean, and even in the very beginning, even though I'm glad all this other acclaim has come our way, I was always satisfied that the other musicians and the other artists around town always loved us, and we were always respected in that way. So, like I said, I mean, all this other stuff, you just have to embrace the absurdness of being on stuff like Beverly Hills 90210 or winning Grammys and things like that, because it is, in some ways, it's just absurd. You can't really even appreciate what it is that it means. For everything that's good about it, there's also something utterly ridiculous about it and stupid and narcissistic and all that. And so, I think our greatest asset that we have is we've had a lot of experience, and we've never thought of it as being anybody owed us anything. We're doing our art, and people have left us alone, and yeah.
It must feel pretty good, though, that kind of the mainstream population around here is finally.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there was a time, I think, when we would have felt that it was. What's even the word? That we would be uncomfortable even doing something like this, being a representative in a way of Oklahoma, But because it's happened to us little by little, and I can see that a lot of people who like us now are younger than me. When I started off in my 20s, there was, we were fighting this old school, this old way of thinking in Oklahoma, and little by little, it's become. I think the world has kind of changed, and I think we've kind of stayed doing the same thing, and the world has changed, I think, and become more open-minded and more willing to take chances and just want something more unique. But a lot of it is just dumb luck. I mean, I wish I could say, oh yeah, it's this or that. And, boy, we were smart and we did this, but it's really just dumb luck,